everyone. I hope you all are doing well. Today I'm going to review the book First They Raised Our Name, Rohingya Speaks. This has been written by Habibur Rahman and Sophie Ansal together, and this was published in 2019. This falls under the genre of biography and autobiography. And I would read my review first and then I would talk about the book. A name which cannot be taken, people who have suffered the burns of communal and racial hate and the atrocities to which the entire world had woken up in 2017. This is the story of that forbidden word, Rohingya. Rohingya, as you all know, is one of Myanmar's many ethnic minorities. 3 years ago, the people belonging to the Rohingya community have made headlines as they were forced to flee to the neighboring state of Bangladesh as a result of a heavy breakdown by the army of Myanmar. Being religious minorities, Myanmar denies the Rohingya community citizenship, excluding them from any civil and political rights. What was seen in 2017 has a long history of violence, discrimination, and torture. The book is the story of Habib, a Rohingya born in the Arakan state of Myanmar. The author, who now lives in Germany, has inscribed in less than 300 pages words that might snatch your night's sleep. As a community which has been on the hit list of a state's ethnic cleansing mission, the Rohingyas have to choose between death and a life without dignity in each and every step. Being a minority, even in terms of religion, the Rohingyas have lived a life of insults and humiliation. Having no citizenship, they live without any social security in the fear of punishment, detention, or death. Habib describes his painful words how the Rohingyas strive to live in the midst of a substandard living condition, with their life hanging on to the mercy of the army, holding on just to the hope that there would be a better tomorrow. In between these struggles of survival, lives are lost, dreams are broken, and loved ones are separated from one another, sometimes for their entire life. As a reader, this has been my first encounter with works from a Rohingya himself. His personal journey of horrified moments and near escapes from death is the mirror to the conditions of all the people from the community who continue to live against the ethnic cleansing mission of the state. I had chanced upon this book at the Delhi airport last year, and upon reading the first few pages itself, I realized how intense the book would be for me as a reader. This book does not use any flowery language. This book also does not use any kind of hard words or abstractions for you to for us as readers to realize the kind of atrocities and violence that the community has been through. Rather, the narrative style of this book actually is more impactful to a reader, that I believe, because it is narrated in simple words, and it is narrated in less than 300 pages about the atrocities that this community actually face. And Habibur Rahman actually admits to the fact towards the end of the book that if you have been disturbed with this encounter, this account of this encounter of yours about a Rohingya's life, or this account of mine, then let me tell you, this is just the tip of the iceberg. So you can imagine how difficult life would be for a Rohingya. Like, I have been aware of the situation, especially in 2017, when they were forced to flee to the neighboring states of Bangladesh. It had made headlines, and as a person who would read news daily, I would just read about the Rohingyas, and I would try to understand the situation there, the political situation there, the communal violence there, and would try to know more, but that's about it, and I just would go to sleep or continue with my everyday work. But this book actually had forced me to introspect in many of the instances. Like, I thought that the rights that I have over here in this country as a citizen gives me a kind of security, a kind of safety, that at least till now, that tomorrow I will wake up with my family and I would not have to lose my brother or my father or my mother to an army. I would not to an army's breakdown, crackdown. I don't have to worry that if I will, if I could arrange a meal for myself. So the this book had forced me to question those everyday realities that I had accepted as quite normal, but actually they are not normal for many people. They, the life that we live, the shed that we have, the security, the shed that we have under our over our head, and the security that we have as citizens of this country, the kind of dignity that we all claim to have, having been recognized as humans, the Rohingyas don't have. And it is heartbreaking, disturbing to know that their everyday worry is not about having a good future. For them, good future is living without the fear of army cracking down anytime and anytime they want. They still hope for a time where they don't have to run from one place to another, hoping that this time this place would be a little safe. They do not, they're denied of any jobs, they're denied of any education, they're denied of medical treatment, they're denied of basically everything that makes us modern human being. So this has been an eye opener. First of all, Habibur Rahman's account has been an eye opener to me as an outsider, because I hadn't known. Obviously, I was aware of the communal violence that has been prevalent in Myanmar against Rohingyas and other ethnic minorities, but I wasn't aware about the the tortures, the horrible memories, and the violence that this community has been subjected to for over so many years. And I would thank Habibur Rahman for opening my eyes to towards this community, and especially because this actually comes from a person who has fled the entire, who has lost his childhood to the violence of army, who was separated from his parents, his family, as a young adult, and who has fled from Myanmar to many other countries as an illegal citizen, fearing death in every step. This account is something that has left a huge impact in my personal life as well. So I hope you all read this book, and I hope you have found this review little helpful. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good day.